Ray with Ray's Toolbox. We're making a river table, and to get started we need to route everything down flush. So the way to do that, we need to make a flat bed to get started with, a flat table. So I have a 3/4 inch melamine. It's supported by a 2x4 frame underneath. I got it level. Took a little bit of time doing that, but everything's level as far as the table goes. Then I put two 2x4s on the outside edges, long ways, and I have marked, you probably can't see it, but every 1/2 inch I have a mark on this 2x4 on both sides. So what we're going to do is take a router with a blade that's going to make everything flat. This router bit takes off the bottom instead of the sides. So what we do is we take it back and forth and get everything level. So to make the sled, we have the rails made. We just talked about that. But I made my own sled here. I made this just for this type of project. My angle iron on this is just bed frame. Just an old bed frame we found in a garage sale and cut them to length. And then when I put it together, I made sure it was just wide enough for this plate. I bought it separate just for this, but I bought it at the same time I got this. But the plate fits on the router, and I made it so it fits just perfectly inside here. So this is how wide I made the rails apart. So I have a piece of wood here holding those where it belongs. And now to do this, we set the blade just deep enough to where it barely catches, run it all across back and forth, and then put it down a little bit each time. Depends on your wood as to how deep you put it, so you're going to have to play with that just a little bit. Just don't try to take off too much at once. But that's how this part works. Right now I'm getting the sled ready. What I did was I put a piece of wood on the bottom here, and I spaced it just so. When I slide this over and route on the bottom, I don't want to route into my wood, into my rail. So what I did was I measured out and made it just where it's not going to catch, the blade's not going to cut into my rail here. So that's what this piece on the bottom is going to do, to keep me from hitting that. So I need to put one on the other side. So I have this adjusted, so when I pull it this way down there, it's going to be just right. That's not going to run into my rail. So when I come this way, same type of thing. So I have this cut just so it'll fit inside here. I'm going to pull this over to where my blade on the bottom, the router bit, hits the edge there. Okay, it's up against it now. I don't want to cut into it, so I'm going to back it off just a little bit here. That's where I'm going to set this up at. So that's where that one goes. I'm going to put me a spacer under here. Once I grab the right one, that way when I slide this back and forth, it isn't going to route. The router's not going to run into my 2x4. So get our clamp down here. Plenty of it. this should work just fine. I'm going to slide back and forth. I only take about a ½ inch at a time widthwise. I don't want to overheat the blade. We have a lot of planing to do. So that's how that works. After we slide back and forth, I'm going to move this just ½ inch each time. Then we're going to go down and get her taken off that way. All right. We'll see how this works. This router sled works pretty good. It may not be super fancy, but it certainly gets the job done. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Ring that bell. That way when I get this table finished, you'll be able to see what it looks like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.